Hello class. So me and Rana will be presenting our project which is named Droughts and Wildfires in the state of California. So basically in this project we will be analyzing about the droughts and wildfires that are happening in the state of California and in which intensity the droughts are happening and how these are affecting the local community. So to begin, we'll be moving to the next slide, like a brief about the droughts and the wildfires in California. So as I said, like the topic of our project is about which counties of the state of California are most and least affected by droughts and wildfires. In this project, we have studied the intensity of the droughts that have hit California in the recent years and the effect of these droughts on the health index of the local community. Additionally, we have done the analysis of the wildfires that have happened in California in the recent years, and we have tried to find a correlation between droughts and wildfires. Suppose if wildfire is happening in an area and a drought is also happening in the same area, is it a correlation that the wildfires are dependent upon the droughts, or like the areas which are facing droughts are also facing the wildfires? We have tried to analyze those by using the spatial analysis of the maps. Based on both wildfire and drought, we have created the Healthy Places Index in the counties of California. We have also seen that the places which are most hit by the droughts and wildfires have a relatively lower Healthy Places Index. Also, we have tried to find the main problems due to droughts and wildfires in the state of California. So some points about the problems that are faced due to droughts and wildfires. California has been experiencing one of its most severe droughts in over a century. Presently, the water levels in reservoirs in Southern California are below capacity. Most groundwater levels are significantly lower than normal in the state of California. In this project, we have tried to create a Healthy Places Index based on the areas hit by droughts and wildfires. In this manner, we can identify the high and low risk areas in the state of California. Well, how does the identifying the high and low risk areas really helps? So if we are identifying the high and low risk areas, it will help the disaster management authorities to be better prepared to tackle with threatening disaster situation in case one arises. Also, disaster management authority can better prepare themselves and be a part of relief resources to high-risk areas so that aid and assistance can be provided quickly in case the area is hit with severe drought or a severe wildfire, so that their resources can be relocated quickly. So identifying the high and low risk areas will be really helpful. So the next presentation will be delivered by Rana. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rana Soleimani and I worked with Raveesh in the project California Drought and Wildfires. The data that we got are from ArcGIS Online, ESRI 2022. It includes several data sets like California Healthy Places Index, California County Boundaries, and Census Tract Boundaries. On top of California Wildfires and Drought 2020, and the USDM, which is US Drought Monitor Current Drought. The method that we used in this project, since we wanted to own the data sets to analyze the data, we need to do clip and then attribute queries to find the highest and the lowest HPI, which is Healthy Place Index score, and then reclass them and make the ranking out of them to do the healthiest and not healthiest places, and then to find the drought risk. We did a special analysis to compare the drought severity and the healthy places, and also the special join for healthy places index, which is HPI and wildfires. As we can see in this map, this is the California healthy places based on census blocks. As we can see, HPI score is graded from 1 to 5. 1 is the not healthy places, and 5, which is darker, is the healthy places. As we can see on the map, there are some darker places here, which mean, and some here, which are the places with the highest HPI, and then the lightest colors here means that they are low healthy places to live. And this map is a drought of California based on the counties. This one is based on the data in 2020. As we can see that these counties, which are with the darker, they are graded from 4 to 0. The one which has the darker, which is here, they're exceptional drought, and the rest of them, which are mostly red, are the extreme drought. And then to the lightest color we can see 0 with the ones has map abnormal, and then orange are moderate drought. This is in 2020. So also we got a map for drought from USDM, which is based on the places in California, which are graded from 0 to 4. As we can see, the darker places, which are the exceptional drought, are getting bigger areas. In comparison with the previous slide, we could see that they are getting bigger. So it means that even in these 2 years, there are more areas in California that drawn to be drought. This is another map that we did the comparison between the USDM map, which is the drought one, grading drought, and the healthy places. As we can see, the places which are darker here, it is here as the lighter, which means that they are not healthy places, and the ones which are orange, which are moderate one, it has darker places here, which means that they are healthier. Here is the wildfires in California based on the counties in 2020, and we can see that most of the wildfires happens in the northern part of the California and some part here in center and south, but here northern is more involved with wildfires. And here is the combination of drought and wildfire in 2020. As we can see, the red ones, which are the abnormal one or extreme one, has the higher wildfires in comparison with the yellow one, which is the less drought. So this is also shows that in the more drought places, we can see more wildfires. So the findings and discussions of this research, as we've discussed, the higher HBI, which is Healthy Place Index score, the higher score shows that there are healthy places to live. And the HBI of the data set that we got is from minus 1.99 to positive 1.532. And the 3 top highest healthiest places are Alameda County, Santa Clara, and San Mateo with HPI 153, 1.48, and 143. And the 3 low healthiest places to live are San Joaquin and Fresno and LA County. So it's mostly in center of California and then south, with the HBI minus 1.99, minus 1.61, and minus 1.54. So we can see that areas with exceptional drought, which are mostly darker one, the brownish one, are the unhealthiest areas. As we compare 2 maps together, we could see that it mostly happened in the center of California. Also, also in another map, it shows that the exceptional drought, which is the darker one again, are more drawn to wildfires, which happens exceptional one, and also the extreme ones, which are the red ones, are mostly drawn to wildfires. Current USDM drought map shows that in the past 2 years we had more areas to be drawn to drought. and these areas are getting bigger and bigger. And most wildfires happens in the northern part of the 20 of California in 2020. And as we did the drought risk, we noticed that Fresno has the highest risk of places in California uh, of the drought.
Hello. So regarding the limitations, obviously we had some limitations in our project. Some of the limitations are, one limitation was to find out what are the other factors that impacted the overall HPI score. So apart from droughts and wildfires, we were not able to find much data on the factors that impacted the overall HPI score. If we would have gotten some more data, we would have made some more precise like conclusions about which factors impacted the overall HPI score in the state of California. Also, we found it difficult to come to a conclusion on a relation between the HPI score and the pollution, income, and population distribution, because like much data was not available for the pollution, income, and the population distribution in the state of California. uh, uh, we were found limitation in the combining the demographic data with the droughts and wildfire ones, because demographic data was present, but demographic data related to droughts and wildfires was not present. If this data would have been present, this would have enriched our research, and we would have came to a more precise conclusion and results. Detecting, identifying, and measuring the current wildfire intensity was a major issue. We found the wildfire maps, but it was not clear that which wildfire did more damage and which wildfire did less damage. Also, like there was no clear maps like the drought ones, where the intensity was clearly given. There was no such maps for the wildfires. There were only just maps for the wildfires, nothing about the intensity. Analyzing the risk factors which makes the wildfire happen even in non-drought areas, we were not able to find much data on that. When we were doing the research part, we found that majority of the droughts areas which have a higher severity droughts have like wildfires. But some of the areas which were non-drought areas also had wildfires. So what factors contributed to the wildfires, we were not able to find much data on that. And through this reason only, like we were not able to clearly correlate like how the wildfires are related to drought severity. Much of the drought areas have wildfires, but like it was not a very clear conclusion. We were not able to also find the maps to compare the areas before and after the wildfires. So if this data would have been present, we would have able to uh, like extract the data about if the wildfires, how much intensity of the wildfire is there, how much damage it did. So we would have gotten to know what is the intensity of the wildfire, but these maps were not present. Finally, if for the future work, given more time, accurate data, and expertise of ArcGIS, we would have able to accomplish more precise results. But me and Rana will definitely work on the expertise of our ArcGIS, and will try to come up with more precise results in the future. Coming to our next slide. For the acknowledgements, me and Rana would like to express our deepest gratitude to our Professor Baynard for providing intuitive lessons and assignments through which we were able to learn spatial analysis through ArcGIS and develop the required maps for this project. Dr. Baynard very patiently guided us through the project and provided valuable feedback on each step, based on which we were able to complete our project. We would again like to sincerely thank Dr. Baynard for his valuable advice and assistance in keeping our progress on schedule. Uh, these are the references. These are some of the websites through which we did our research part, and these were really great. Finally, thank you all. And I would like to thank our professor for giving us a chance to make this project happen. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.